In an effort to strengthen distributed training capabilities, the U.S. Air Forces in Europe and Air Forces Africa Warfare Center hosted a multinational exercise at their facility and various facilities around the world. In September 22 to 28, 2022. The exercise, Spartan Warrior 20-9, utilized the Warfare Center's robust simulation assets to introduce air and ground scenarios for U.S. and NATO participants. The scenarios tested the players' abilities in countering threats while building cohesive protocol for real-world events.
And part of all of this training has been, and what we've talked about, is sustaining the warfighter. So the training that we do and the training that we've always done. And when your soldiers leave you and they go for 2 weeks or they go for a weekend, it's all about learning how to sustain the warfighter, coming down to this mission and missions just like it.
The U.S. Air Force Colonel Christopher Zulke, USAF of Africa Warfare Center commander, said the exercise was validation for the NATO Modeling and Simulation Group. They have a charter, established a few years ago, that tries to push specific requirements, capabilities, and development steps for how we do better distributed training.
And this one is no exception. So we weren't able to drop the second load, but you can be sure that sustainers will continue to prepare these supplies while the Marines continue to drop them to our warfighters wherever they need them.
What we do these for is help sustainment in different areas around the AO. We get a lot of these assault support requests, and the best ones we get are these aerial delivery missions because we get to come in, drop the goodies off to our boys, help them out.
At NATO and across the theater, we want to be able to connect from our home stations rather than traveling to do rehearsals, and this is one validation exercise for that. The Warfare Center pulled participants from Geilenkirchen, Germany, for the NATO Airborne Warning and Control System, Netherlands Control Reporting Centers, MQ-9 Reaper operators from Creech Air Force Base, Nevada, and other entities to include fighter assets from France.
I'm Sergeant First Class Wetzel, and I'm going to be demonstrating prepare an AT-4 for firing and perform misfire procedures on an AT-4.
Colonel Christopher Zulke added that this exercise tries to link them all in a scenario and is able to execute tactics, techniques, and operational procedures to get better interoperability, integrate troop capabilities, and practice how we would actually go to war. With this proficiency, the Warfare Center is able to control the scenario as the hub while NATO participants remote into the simulation from their home stations and engage in the training, real-time, The Italian Air Force Colonel Filippo Zampella, Spartan Warrior NATO Exercise Director, stated that this is the first time that NATO has conducted distributed training with different countries in their location. We don't have people flying their jets at one base, but we do have people flying from their sims at different sites. This is a new ability, and the purpose of this practice is to see how valuable this kind of training is. While virtual reality could never fully replace reality, the simulators provide a staggering replication. Mr. Zampella added, "We have a high-fidelity simulator that actually replicates the jet. The only thing they can't give you is total physical sensation." As USAFE of Africa largest combined air operations distributed simulation exercise to date, Spartan Warrior improves operational fluidity for NATO allies and partners.